What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cut Podcast. This is where we chop it up with the world's most outstanding individuals. Today I'm here with
Rakan Khalifa. I'm an entrepreneur and investor.
And today I'm going to be cutting his hair and asking him those deep questions that you guys won't want to miss. Check this out, guys. All right, if you could please introduce yourself and what do you do?
Well, my name is Rakan Khalifa. I'm 28 years old. I've been in Canada for 10 years now. The main thing that I do, I'm in the crypto space. I've helped over 100,000 people kind of get into crypto. We have helped over 100,000 people kind of not only get in, really master the crypto game. And then I'm owner of multiple restaurants, multiple businesses, one of them being GC Studios that we're shooting at right now. And yeah, that's about it.
So you would say like crypto was your first
money.
First big business,
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Was it like the first ever business you started or no?
Yeah.
So when did you get started?
I was 21, so 7 years ago.
So what did you see, what potential did you see in crypto, like back when you were 20?
There was a lot of things that I saw in crypto. I mean, one of the things is that I realized the regular system that we were in was not it. So I saw a documentary on Netflix called Banking on Bitcoin. And that kind of gave me like a different approach and a different view on money. And I just took crypto serious after that.
So what exactly was like said in that document? Like what opened your eyes?
Oh, to that document?
Yeah.
I saw a wealthy guy talking about crypto at that point. Mm-hmm. And he actually recommended the Banking on Bitcoin for me to watch it. And I just went ahead and watched it. I had nothing better to do. I was working a full-time job. I worked at Good Life, the gym.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you like a personal trainer?
No, I was a sales. We were in sales, yeah.
So like, what, you tried to sell people to
buy a membership, yeah.
Okay, nice.
I don't know about nice, but it was okay.
So what skills would you say translated from being a salesman at Good Life into like what you do now?
The crypto?
Do you think
I feel absolutely. I mean, what we were doing at Good Life, it was a lot of sales. So I would tell people, I mean, sales is the one thing if you learn, you'll never go broke in your life. Like right now we own a crypto hedge fund, and one of the main ways that we make money is the hedge fund. With hedge funds, you have to sell clients to come in. So that was like our most important aspect. It's selling the hedge fund to investors, selling the hedge fund to people that are going to invest.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely. Sales transferred from Good Life.
For someone to be like a super like successful salesman, what's like one piece of like just personal advice you would tell them?
Stop closing and start creating relationships with people. People with relationships are people that really get people started. They trust them, they connect with them. So definitely a piece of advice is connect with people, don't close people.
Like if you weren't doing like anything related to like what you're doing now, what do you think you'd be like?
I'd still be in sales, selling something.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about being a car salesman?
I don't know about a car salesman. I needed something that has no cap on my money.
Okay.
So maybe if I own my own dealership, probably, sure. Mm-hmm. But I definitely needed to kind of be selling something.
So obviously you're very like entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
When do you think that like mindset like was instilled inside of you?
I mean, I was against entrepreneurship when I was younger.
Really? Why?
I saw my dad go through a lot of ups and downs being an entrepreneur, and I hated that. I saw all his friends be employees and have a good life. Mm-hmm. So I said, I want to do that. But then when I came to Canada and I tested it out, I didn't really like it.
Being an entrepreneur.
I didn't like being an employee.
Oh, okay.
And there's nothing wrong with being an employee. I just didn't like the fact that, I'm limited to something specific. And I actually started, crypto part-time. My plan wasn't to be an entrepreneur. My plan was, let me start crypto part-time. Let me make extra cash from whatever I'm making. Because I loved my job. I loved working Good Life. I loved meeting new people. I loved connecting with people. Just loved the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Never hated my job really. So, yeah. that was kind of the main thing. But then crypto turned into full time, and I said if I want to grow this business to where it is today, I had to kind of be solely focused on that business.
So obviously, crypto is a pretty like when you're new to it, you know nothing about it.
For sure.
So, how did you like truly get started? Were there any like mentors that you
Yeah,
had?
I've had a couple mentors in my life that they were multimillionaires in crypto and in business as well.
Yep.
So kind of took their advice, walked after them. I was the kind of mentee that doesn't ask a lot of questions. So I'm
that's
just
not
watching.
Good. Is that good or bad?
You gotta have a mixture of both. Somebody that asks a lot of questions is annoying sometimes, and somebody that's not asking any questions is an idiot.
Okay.
So you gotta have a mixture of being resourceful and getting these answers, and asking the real good questions. So my mentors knew that I was a super player. They knew how to mentor me, and we just ran with it.
Okay, nice. Can you recall back to maybe even like recently, like what the most stupid question you've ever asked? Like someone, not someone a mentor, or someone you looked up to. Doesn't even have to be like a mentor.
I don't think I've had any stupid questions. Oh, I don't.
Come on, man.
I hope not at least. But I'll tell you this. I've had times where I should have asked different questions, right?
Like what do you?
Like sometimes I wasn't ready with questions, and I was put on the spot, and I just like asked some random question. Like I remember there's one time I was at a seminar, and one of my mentors was. I mean, he didn't know he was mentoring me.
Oh.
But I was watching all his videos. I was watching all his content. I was writing notes after him, and he just randomly chose me from the audience. He's like, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I just didn't know what to say, and I'm like. And I asked him some stupid questions about sales, and he gave me like such a generic answer.
What was the question? Do you remember?
I don't recall the question. I just recall I'm like, I wish I was more prepared.
Okay.
So this is why I tell people you should prepare for the day you meet your mentor. Right? You have your questions ready. Know how to approach them. Be genuine with the question. Make it unique. Don't ask a random question. Don't ask them, what's the one secret? What's the one secret? Oh, I asked that question a lot. What's the one secret? And I remember one of my mentors told me, stop asking stupid questions like stupid people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, that's a stupid question. There's no secrets.
So what are some like
What a secret?
No. What are some like humbling experiences that like people that you've looked up to in your life have like taught you, and like what did that change for you?
Yeah, I mean, when I started making a little bit of money, I became egotistical. I'm the man. Nobody can touch me. And then I lost a lot of money in my business.
Okay.
And then my mentor told me you lost a lot of money because you were egotistical. You weren't humble. You weren't doing the things that you used to do when you were up and coming. And that's why this will happen to you. So that was a humbling lesson for sure, but a good lesson to have.
Mm-hmm. Like, do you think there's a big difference between being egotistical and like just confident?
Yeah, absolutely. Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can tell when somebody's egotistical. You see, if somebody's confident, they don't brag about everything that they have. People just know what they have, right? You're confident with so much. You don't have to say, like, you'll never see me say, oh, I've made X amount of millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. You'll never see me flashing my income on social media. Mm-hmm. And although I see all these kids on social media flashing how much money they're making, and I know I make more money than them, but it's just not. I just feel like
you don't have to
that way of marketing is not for me.
So let's like, I'm not too sure if you're like familiar with. Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yeah, of course.
The YouTuber.
Yeah.
So obviously, like in his form of like content, right? Like he like makes it clear that he's making a lot of money by like the content he makes. Yeah,
but he said it in a joking manner, and he says how much he spends on a video.
Oh, okay.
That's not an indicator of how much money he makes, right?
So would you say Mr. Beast is?
He's confident. He's not egotistical for sure.
Okay.
But you gotta have a little bit. You gotta have some healthy ego as an entrepreneur.
Like, what's a healthy ego?
A healthy ego is a mixture of confidence and somewhat knowing that you have an upper hand by your knowledge and by what you know with people, and you always being prepared, always being ready.
But how do you know, like, when your if your competition isn't just doing the same, like if they're like, also like having a one-up edge on you, but you don't like really like.
I mean, that's a part of the game. You never know. But as long as you're developing, as long as you're growing, as long as you're not a dinosaur, you learn something once and you keep repeating it, you should be okay.
So how, like, in your career, have you had any, like, I don't know how to say it, business beefs before?
Yeah. Plenty of time. And I was younger. I was making early money. But then...
Was it in the same space you're in right now? Or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was in the trading space.
Okay, and like were they from the same area?
Yeah, they were in Toronto.
Okay, nice. Like why does a beef ever like occur? Like,
I mean, I mean, people that are insecure, they just wanna. That's how they want to grab attention, right? And typically that's how they make their money, right? They make their money by grabbing attention.
Okay. Yeah. So what's your personal opinion on like competition? Do you like it? Do you
Absolutely.
not like it? Do you hate it?
If there's no competition, you wouldn't move. You must have an enemy always. You must have an enemy always.
So do you just like, do you claim everyone to be your enemy, or do you choose like
you gotta choose? You gotta choose. There's a good book called "Choose Your Enemies Wisely" by Patrick Bet-David. That's a book that everybody should read for sure.
I see, like, obviously the viewers can't see this, but there's actually like books on the shelf over there. Are you a big reader? Or
Yeah,
not really.
big reader for sure. I mean, I've had my phases. I've had years that I was a big reader, and then I've had years that I'm a big. I mean,
not a reader.
Not a reader, but I consume it in different ways.
Okay. Nice.
Listening to podcasts and notes and stuff.
Okay. Nice.
Sometimes reading the summaries of books, not reading the actual book. A lot of the books are bullshit. Like I would say, 80% of the book is just stories and BS.
Okay.
There are summaries out there that you can just like take on and just
understand.
Yeah, understand.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what, like, I know you said that a lot of it's BS, right? But like, what book has like actually like helped you, and like why do you think it actually?
I mean, the book that I just said, "Choosing Your Enemies Wisely," is definitely a book that helped me. Because I've never believed that you always need to have an enemy. I've always believed that you should, not have enemies and just run and whatever. But you should definitely have an enemy.
What does having an enemy actually do for you?
It will allow you to keep focused in the bad days. And I was working all day, every day, for 7 straight years. So if you can do the same thing, hey, by all means, you'll probably surpass me. Learn more, be more adaptable, be faster with execution. I'm a fast executor. Yeah, I just do things fast.
So would you say like what percentage of people will actually like start a business? Do you think like actually last like the test of
like
time?
90%. 90% will not last.
90% will not last.
Yeah, 90% will not last.
And why do you think they don't last?
Just the human nature.
Giving up.
Yeah, giving up fast. They whine a lot. I've seen it all.
So, in terms of like family, have you had any like inner role models inside your family?
Yeah, my dad for sure.
What did he teach you that like is definitely a key,
probably
like,
nothing that he is like, okay, here's a lesson you gotta learn, but just watching him kind of overcome a lot of things that we've had over time.
like
just inspiring. Yeah, of course. It's hard, man, to leave a country and just come to a new country and just restart all over. It's tough. So
as a very like busy businessman, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance time with family?
I have specific days for family that are booked off my schedule, and nothing can really, unless I'm traveling, nothing can really interfere. In the early on, I neglected family a lot, but I was doing it for them, so it'd be stupid for me to make money and then neglect it. So you gotta learn how to manage time. Probably a big thing for anybody that's making over $1 million a year is managing your time. Because sure, money's good. You can make $1 million, 10 million, 20 million. But what if something happens to your family? Then what's the point of all this money?
True. So like obviously your parents have done a lot for you, right?
Yeah.
Like what would you say have you done for your parents?
I mean, I bought them a house, cars. They've traveled in places they've never been.
Nice.
They pretty much live off me. So I think that's enough. My both parents are retired.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. What are you most proud of though?
Their retirement for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a proud moment.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to worry.
Was that always something you always wanted to do?
Yeah,
Or?
definitely a goal from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Like, since your like family's all situated well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since they're all like super satisfied, who would be next then?
My personal family, like my future wife, future kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but your brother told me you're getting engaged.
Yeah.
Nice, congrats.
Yeah,
bro.
thanks, man.
Like, how long has it been like planned for?
I mean,
Not too long.
not too long.
Not too long.
Not too long. That's how we do in the Middle East, man.
Mm-hmm.
You just get serious about somebody, couple more 6 months, and then you get engaged.
How'd you meet the person?
Social media.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, social media.
Are they a business person too, or? No, not
Ish.
Like,
Yeah, ish. But I'm not looking for a business
Why?
woman
Why not?
because I want her to
yeah, you want her
take care of me.
caretaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and then you gotta understand that that's a more than a full-time job, taking care of me, my kids, or future kids, I guess.
Nice.
So she can have her own thing, social media, online, whatever. But a little bit hard for me to have her go to a job.
So I've actually heard many entrepreneurs say this, like when they have kids,
Yeah.
they don't want to like work that much anymore as an entrepreneur because they want to like
Spend money. I think that's false.
You don't
A
think
real
that?
a real entrepreneur will know how to manage time. And will know how to cut time. Like I just feel like entrepreneurs, there's a lot of things that they do that is just not good for their time.
Give me some examples.
Like I know some entrepreneurs that like scroll on social media for so long or have tasks that they can hire for, but they're being a little bit cheap about it. You can hire stuff out
So
that would free up time so you can spend it more with family and friends.
for advice for like, let's say like a guy's like going through a really like rough patch in their life,
Yeah.
what is like something you would tell him to like actually like get back on that horse and like improve his living situation?
Yeah, I mean, I have 4 pillars of my life. It's called health, wealth, love, and happiness. I learned this from my guy called Ty Lopez. You gotta focus on your health because your health will, transcend everything in your life. You take care of you. You take care of your body take care of you. That would be number 1. You're healthy. You'll probably work more. You'll work harder. You'll work smarter. You'll think better. So that would be number 1. Number 2 is wealth. Take care of your money. Go find a high-paying job. Learn a high-paying skill. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to make a lot of money. I know a lot of employees that are making millions of dollars a year. Employees. Or it can be. I know some people that have a 9 to 5 job that are making 6 figures. That have a side hustle that's making another 6 figures. So they're making 6 figures in 2 separate ways.
Ooh, really?
So this idea of I gotta be an entrepreneur and I gotta do this and that's all fake. That's all social media talk. I personally mentor people that are making 6 figures of their job. They're engineers. They're making like mid 6 figs. So like $300,000-$400,000 a year, and they're making $100,000 plus a year with me in crypto.
Nice.
So
You don't believe in like the entrepreneur like.
Not that I don't believe. I don't believe everybody should be an entrepreneur.
Oh, okay. How do you know who should be one then?
They will know. They will know. Trust me.
What are some like
some
key
people
qualities?
people just don't like taking on that much stress. They like more stability. They don't like being on edge all the time. They like just having a peace of mind. These are just a lot of things that are a part of it.
So you'd say you've always been built for the stress.
Probably. I learned that on my job. I was put under stress, but I wouldn't stress too much. And everybody around me was stressed and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is easy.
You were never stressed.
I was, I have a little stress, but it's not as what I saw around me.
Would you say you're like a pretty like a calm demeanor type of guy? Like,
Yeah.
that's good. That's actually
Yeah.
really different.
Yeah.
For people who do stress a lot, what would you
Learn how to manage your emotions. Learn how to manage your emotions. Learn how to, think. Because when you stress, is all from a negative thought, a negative mindset. So when you fix your thoughts, what's the worst that can happen? So always ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, no, you definitely have a good point. Man.
Yeah.
So I've seen you've like traveled a lot of places across the world.
Yeah.
Where do you think like has been your favorite place, and why would you say that?
I mean, I'm from the Middle East, so definitely I would be a little biased with that. I love the Middle East. Um, a lot of people say Dubai. I'm more of I need nature.
Oh, you
Not
think-
only nature. I mean, I need like real stuff. Like Dubai is a city that I wouldn't call it fake. It's just artificial. Let's just say artificial is better, right? They built it up from a desert, so
okay.
so it's a little artificial, right? You go to Lebanon, you go to Palestine, you go to Syria. These are all natural places, like natural beauty, right? God-given beauty. So definitely some of the places that I've been that I really love.
So you're pretty like you're pretty torn away from like cities like Toronto, New York.
I guess
like, you don't like it
I've
too
been
much?
here. I've been here for so long that it's cool. But if I want to if I want to take somebody with me, I wouldn't take them to a city. I'll take them to see something nice, some sightseeing and stuff.
So
I know in Toronto, I know in Canada there's a lot of good places to see, but still.
So in terms of like society, right? Like society in these like places, right? What do you think's going wrong inside like with the people inside these like more or less faker cities, I guess you could say?
More or less faker cities.
Yeah, like the ones that aren't natural. Like
That aren't natural.
with the people, what do you think's going wrong with like
Hey, nothing. I mean, the UAE, Dubai is a great country. It's a desert. What do you expect from a desert? But for what they build, it's amazing. It's awesome. I'm a resident of the UAE, so
really?
yeah. I'm like half the year there, half the year here.
So what's your like favorite part about Dubai though? Like
The people that you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta be competitive in Dubai. You can't be just a normal person.
What everyone's like a very like
High net worth. They're making money, so you're competing with all these cars and houses and money and businesses.
if you were to trade places right now with anyone in the world, who would
Trade places?
Yeah, like trade, switch lives completely.
Fuck.
Mentality, everything.
It's hard for me to choose that, man. I wouldn't switch places with nobody. I have a great life. I think people want to switch lives with me.
The last person I asked actually said the same exact thing, but you can't say yourself. You have to choose someone.
I'd have to choose somebody that I would live their life.
Yeah, completely.
Donald Trump.
Wait,
But he's old, man. I wanna switch places with somebody my age.
somebody your age?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to switch places with somebody older than me.
You just like
Come on, bro. Health and age is the only thing you never get back. Everything else you can get back. Money you can get back.
true.
Health and age is hard to get back.
Well, you have an amazing point.
So
why do you think people stress so much about money then these days? Like, why is it such a
they're uneducated about money for sure. They don't understand, and then they don't have an abundant mindset. Gotta think bigger, man. There's enough money in the world to be in everybody's hand. Trillions of dollars. There's almost 400 to 500 trillion dollars in the world. Do you know that? 500 trillion dollars. Yeah, there's enough money to go around 3,000 times.
That's crazy.
There's enough money for all of us to be multimillionaires. But I mean, people live in a mindset where, if he makes money, I'm not gonna make money. So that's why they're always broke.
So like, do you ever like compare yourself with people? Not in a bad way.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. You have to compare yourself to other people.
So how do you go about comparing yourself with people and like?
I mean, I wouldn't say comparison. I would see what they're doing. I'm like, okay, I like this. But what can I compete? How can I do it better?
Okay.
So that would be my comparison. Right, but never comparison in a bad way. Like, oh, they're making this, I'm making this. I've been here for X amount of time. They've been here for X amount of time. Sometimes you never understand why somebody's having success, and then everything's a test of time.
So you don't believe in like
What?
comparing like lives with someone else?
In a negative way, no. That would destroy you.
Have you seen like?
I've seen people get destroyed because of comparison. Destroyed.
What part of their like life was like?
Everything gets destroyed. Like they compare their relationships, relationships get destroyed. They
Really?
compare their businesses. Yeah, yeah. A woman keeps telling you, "Oh, look at this man. He's doing this for me. He's doing this for his wife or whatever."
Oh, bro, yeah.
So comparison like that, and maybe you have a business and you have another guy that's doing the business, and they're more successful than you. Like, oh well, why are they? Why are they? And it's always you go into this blaming game, and then the blaming game will just eventually kick you out, and you stop doing the main things that are making you actual money, and you just fall into that trap of blaming, and eventually you go broke.
So what point in your life do you think like hard work was really like instilled inside of you? Like, did you ever play any sports or like anything like that?
I played semi-pro soccer here.
Oh, semi-pro soccer?
Yeah, I played pro Muay Thai when I was younger. Yeah, I played all kinds of sports, man. I've always been like had that competitive edge. I've always wanted to be the best in my industry.
Which one's your best? Sports.
Sports?
Yeah, sports. Like if you were to bet money on like playing someone.
Soccer.
Soccer?
For sure, yeah, soccer for sure.
What position are you?
Well, I used to play goalie.
Goalie?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, I can play anything in the field.
Do you watch like actual soccer a lot or no?
Yeah, not a lot.
But you have a favorite, right?
Team?
Yeah, team player. Team player.
I mean, I love I'm still a fan of the big dogs.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the Cristianos, the Messis, the Mbappes. I'm a fan of the big guys for sure.
If you think you could be one professional soccer player, yeah, who would you choose 1-on-1? And you get like, I don't know, you win something huge, but you're confident you could beat them. Like you think they're absolute trash, they need to retire. That's basically what I'm saying.
I mean, a celebrity?
No, soccer player.
There's a lot of soccer players that I can destroy.
Really?
I don't know if
Really,
if there's anybody that's famous.
Okay.
Canada is not a soccer country. You can ask anybody that's playing soccer here.
What about at the like pro levels, like level of
even pro levels in Canada is not it's shit. It's shit.
trash? Eh?
Trash. But this country is a basketball country. It's a hockey country.
Yeah.
That's that's what they're good at, and that's nothing bad for them to focus on one thing for sure.
Have you ever played any of those like Americanized sports?
No.
Never.
No.
You must have tried once.
Like basketball, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like just for shits and giggles.
So what's like something that you've like seen in like Toronto or Canada that like wasn't from the Middle East, but you ended up like really enjoying it? Like something you like about the culture?
Here?
Yeah, here.
I love how multicultural it is. I love how Canada is multicultural. I've learned so much about cultures more than anything in my life. We don't have as many cultures like this in the Middle East.
So most places you've been, like, they're very, like, just one...
Yeah, one race dimension. Here you have all the Asians, the Latinos, and the, like, black people, white people, just...
Everything.
Everything's here. Arabs, like, Europeans.
What's like, one ethnicity that you've, like... One specific ethnicity that you've, like, gone to sit down with and you find their culture super like interesting?
Probably Latino.
Okay.
The Latin culture. So similar to the Arabic culture.
Similar in what ways?
In family, the food. Yeah, family and food mainly.
So out of all like traditional dishes from the Middle East, what would you suggest someone who's not from there to try eating?
They should try mensaf.
What does that explain it?
It's a Jordanian food. It's for the Jordanian dish.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be something that they should definitely try out.
Important to have a team. Like, do you think you need a team to succeed?
For sure. You must need a team to succeed.
Why do you think so?
I don't believe the people that say they got somewhere by themselves. It's near impossible. You can go far by yourself, but you're not gonna go as far as you want. But you want to have freedom, which is what real business is all about. It's all about a team.
So how do you form the proper team? Like, what's your key behind that?
You gotta hire the good people. People don't give you headaches.
And how do you?
And they have to be somewhat of partners, you know?
Yeah. How do you like know like in terms of like being an owner with someone? I don't know if you have ever been an owner with someone, but
Yeah.
how do you know when you can
Want
trust?
to fire them?
No, no. They're also owner, but like when to trust.
I'll give you a
someone.
crazy advice.
Yeah.
Fire fast.
Fire fast.
Hire fast.
Oh, hire fast. Okay.
Hire and fire fast.
Hire and fire fast.
Always, man. Don't give people too many chances.
Okay.
You do, you keep falling backwards.
How many chances do you suggest to give someone?
One chance.
One chance?
One chance, man. Got no time to waste.
Yeah.
When I build something big, 1-2 chances max.
One chance?
One chance, bro.
I got too many chances. How many chances you got?
Oh, I told me that.
More than you.
Okay, I got so much. Yeah, I got a connection. You can't find me forever. I'm there every Sunday.
Like, do you do any activities to, I don't know, bring you peace of mind?
Armin, what do I do that brings peace of mind?
Boxing.
Boxing.
Boxing? You
No,
box?
man. Soccer.
Soccer.
Soccer gets me out of mind.
Praying.
Praying, yeah. Praying is good.
How important is religion to you?
Very important.
What
Probably the most important out of everything I said.
what aspects in your life do you think that's like really helped with?
Religion?
Yeah.
All
religion.
aspects for sure. Helps with your health, helps with your wealth, helps with your love, helps with your happiness.
So back to the soccer topic.
Yeah.
How often are you playing?
A couple times a week.
Yeah.
But recently, I cut off soccer for years.
While you're just feeling too
I was
worn
just
out?
busy. I was just busy, and then I realized that I have to go back to certain things that make me forget the business
Okay. No.
or make my mind think about something else.
Do you think like as you've gotten older, have you felt like a lot of old people say they're
Yes.
feeling like their bones are shaking
Yes.
and stuff like that?
Yes, my bones are hurting.
All right, man, the cut is finished, but before we have you leave, I want you to give the viewers one last final piece of important advice that you think is mandatory for them to succeed in any of their goals that they're trying to achieve.
If you are young, learn sales and marketing. If you are old, learn sales and marketing.
Everything's about sales and marketing.
Everything's about sales and marketing.
All right, guys, thank you guys for watching this episode so much. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure you guys go check out my guy. I'm going to leave his tag right below here. Make sure you guys go show him support. And yeah, peace, guys.